Happy New Year! This is the first note on the 1st of January 2017. And the first note is dedicated to the first man, what else? Definitely this Übermensch, Superman, superhuman, was exceptional. Is somehow, not only because he might be in heaven, if there is one, but also he lives, there's a proof here, he lives in the conscience of those who saw him, admired him, were enraptured to watch him on stage. But I was thinking that this is more than just a wonderful actor. And I must say here on a side note that I have, well, on one hand, a wonderful opinion about actors like Jack Nicholson in his at his zenith, in the days of Chinatown. But on the other hand, it's disappointment. You hear them talking and you realize that they are exceptional at creating a new life, giving birth to a character on screen, or just taking the words of a script and doing magic tricks with them. But the political opinions, the manifestations otherwise can be terrifying. There are so many who admire the late Castro, Fidel Castro, Chavez of Venezuela. So we have obviously Tom Cruise with the 4th of July and some other wonderful roles, but then he's such a vicious, heinous figure, in the sense that he's the image of what's it called? Scientology. A very harmful belief, and they have no other so well known doing such a publicity for what is in the end sort of a pyramid scheme and a system which has wrecked some people's lives. There's a documentary on the subject if you're interested. Well, there's also John Travolta, but it seems to me that Travolta has some issues, has some problems. They speculated and blackmailed him for that. As opposed to Tom Cruise, who is doing it just because he's crazy, if you ask me. So we're coming back to George Constantin, who was an exceptional man. I've read about him, so he was a modest, decent person. And his appearance was much more than that of an actor, in my humble opinion. He was, I was thinking a few seconds before starting this. I don't generally take more time to prepare, alas. And I was thinking, well, such a great actor, but then I realized this is not just an actor. This was, first of all, a powerful figure, a man who had so much within, and that's why it reverberated. It sent vibes and waves and infrared. Here I'm joking, but all sorts of messages, subliminal. I mean, it wasn't just what he read, and he had such a voice, such a presence, such a mastery of it all. That's beyond doubt. But I was considering the fact that he's beyond. He's living Jesus. I'm exaggerating and I'm jesting, of course, but still, like the late Steve Jobs and others, who have very dark sides to him. So I'm not, in this sense, my hero here is way better, even if he hasn't changed the world. That's what can be said about Steve Jobs. This man changed the world around him. Definitely, those who saw him. I'm not the only one who thinks he was the best we ever had. But actor. If over there we have such dark spots, he was in conflict with so many and he attacked people. This one didn't. And what they have in common, my point here, is they had they say about this, they say this about other people, a sort of reality distorting field. The reality changes when you are around such special people. I may come back to this. Băi, potolește-te. Hey, hai grijă.